Carrie Lendo. I sell vintage online and some other stuff too, and I do comedy. And here is my thrift haul from Bensalem Pa. So I'm at my parents' house. Here's my bag, but I can only buy so much because I have to fly home. So here we go. The first thrift store I went to was like this church thrift store, and it was actually really cool. It's like in an old kind of Catholic school, so like it's like old classrooms, so they have like really tiny toilets and drinking fountains. Anyway, and the prices are so low. Never anything high end, but I always find vintage. So the first thing we have is this little black dress. This is just a probably early 80s, late 70s black dress. Got this cool like pleating and lettuce hem and attached belt. Very simple. Almost didn't buy it, but I just love the skirt. It was only $5. Moving on, which was the most expensive thing I got at that thrift store. Next we have this little guy. This is a vintage little Western shirt, probably from the 70s. Show you the tag, or attempt to. It's Tomboy. I've actually sold Tomboy of California. They make some cool stuff. And it's pretty classic, just handkerchief print. Small or extra small. $3. Love it. The next one, I almost skipped. It was in the men's section, and it is vintage t-shirt. And, I think I saw the tag first. It's going to be hard to see because it's all rolled up, but I'm like, oh, that's an old tag. So it's single stitch, and it's got this cool netting. As I was leaving, there was like a new rack of a bunch of like just stuff that came in. A lot of it was plus size, which I love picking up some plus size vintage because it's harder to find. But I only got one piece. There was a dress I really wanted, but it was damaged. Moving on. This is like a vintage vest. It's quilted. Love quilting and embroidered. Here's the tag. It is a 3X Indian cotton. Probably gonna just sell this for like $25. Take an offer. I'm always up for offers. I'm trying to clear this out before I fly back. So anything I can get rid of before I fly back is a plus. That's from another thrift store. Next we have, this was just $1. This was on the swim rack. It is one of those beach skirts. So boom, Velcro. This is basically like if you're at the beach and you and your friends are hanging out at the beach. Oh shit, you got a hot date, but your swimsuit's wet. You don't want to get a yeast infection. You change. This is just like a little towel skirt. You could wear it as a skirt, or you can use it to change out of your bikini on the beach. This is a nice thing I got. As I was leaving, I found, this is my favorite thing I found. These necklaces. This is just, there's like a little basket, and they're all $2. I don't know why I didn't get more. Boom, we got a little cheeky piggy. Ooh, and cheeky baby. So there's a bunch of these. Some of these are damaged. I just thought these were so funny. Who doesn't want a sexy pig necklace? I don't know. Why did I not buy more sexy pig necklaces? Well, I still have a couple more days. I can go back and buy more. So I love those. So that's all I got from that thrift store. There's a couple, like, a lot of maybes, but I only spent $20. Not going to weigh down my suitcase. Didn't find any Encyclopedia Britannicas. Okay, next is this new thrift store. It was in the spot of an old thrift store. Their prices were moderate, I would say. Here we go. This is just like a 90s dress. A 90s to 70s little mini dress with the corset top. I don't know if you can see the pattern. It's got this like daisy print pattern. Kenner Studios. It's size 6, but I can think it can be worn by a small or medium. It's got a lot of room in the bust. I tried it on. And with the darting, it's got just like, mediums could probably wear it, but it is short. Next, I got, and most of their dresses are $6.99. I got this Denim Dress. This is Armani Exchange. Ooh, it's just like a nice square neck. So cool. It's got some embroidery down there. We got the old Armani. It says 4. It's definitely a 4, but it definitely, like, again, looks good with a bust because these are maybe a little stretched out. So, yeah, you got some tatas. This looks good. Or you could just kind of easily take in the strap. But this is so cute. And I don't know. I just put it up. I'm putting everything up for cheap because I want to try to sell it before I leave. So I put it up, I think, for $30. This is just a very simple, once again, $6.99. 90s little daisy print dress. It's an extra large, maybe even a 1X. I mean, or an XL or large because it's just one of those like made to be grungy. It's got a belt, and it's in good shape. There's a little bit of damage on the belt, but I don't think that really affects the value too much. I just threw it up for 25. Let's move this puppy. Next, I got these vintage swim bottoms. These are just little vintage, little shorty shorts. I don't know if you can see. They got a little sparkle to them. I'm just going to keep these. These were $1. All their swimsuits were $1. They had a really extensive dollar section. The way they do it, I think the way they do it is every month, the first 2 weeks, all the color tag are 50% off, and the last 2 weeks, it's all $1. So it's pretty picked over because it was probably a week within the dollar sale. But I got these little swim trunks. They were in the kids section, but they fit me. They're marked at 10, but like a vintage 10. They were just $1. I couldn't say no. I don't know if these will even sell, but they're funny. They say my health. They might be homemade, but you know. Then I got also on the dollar rack big old bras. These are 32Gs, which I've sold this size once before, but they're new with tags, and they're a good brand. Walco. They originally, I don't know, they're marked down to 55, and they're just a very simple kind of black lacy bra. So I've had a lot of likes and interest in all the websites, but I haven't sold these. I'm hoping to sell these. I had a bunch of these. If I sell these before I leave, I'll go back and get more. But I put them as a set for cheap, you know, just trying to move the bras, trying to help out a lady. I also got this. This is probably $6.99 too. This is just an extra large all linen dress. You know, probably late 90s, a Jennifer Moore, and it's marked to 16. And yeah, it's just real simple, minimalist. I like the minimalist style. I like that it's a bigger size. I don't like that it's linen because, oh, it's so hard to get wrinkles out of linen. Moving on. Okay, the next thrift store I went to they have really good stuff, but they mark it up, man. They mark stuff so expensive. They really know their brands, although they don't catch all the brands, but I always find stuff. So I bought, this was kind of, I don't know, this is interesting for, this was $4.99, and this is a karate jacket, but it's got these it's like quilted, I don't know, I just thought it was cool. There was a phase when there's definitely people were wearing these, indigo dye. You can still find people. The brand is Warrior Zero. It's definitely, I'll put it on, it's definitely an extra small, but I thought it was a cool kind of minimalist piece, or somebody who likes vintage, who's into martial arts or whatever. I don't know the difference between them all. So it's a little tight, but I mean, it fits me. It's very warm. It's very thick. I thought it was cool. It would look real cool dyed. I was looking online. There's a lot of people who indigo dye these and sell them for $200. So I'm just going to try to sell it for $35. Next we have these Free People. I basically only pick up Free People at the bins unless I like the style and it's under $5. These were, I think these were $6.99. I always do well with Free People pants, although I don't pick up skinny pants. At that other thrift store, there were some skinny corduroys, and I did not pick them up. But these are just a pleated flare. They're all about it. Flare. Got this tag. They're not super new. So there's not many listed, and because I think they are an older style. Now it's the Keep It Real flare, which is very similar. But these are a nice, I just like these. I mean, I'll wear these. I've had already some questions on these, so I think I'll sell. I put them for $50. We'll see. Like I said, willing to take an offer. This is the vintage dress. I was so happy to find this because I hadn't found a very quality old vintage piece this run. This is so cute. No tags, but look at this print. It's just got this almost batik print, but I don't think it is batik. I think it's printed on it. It's got the original belt. It's probably a medium. I tried it on. It's definitely big up here on me. It's got a fun pleat detail. The only thing is it doesn't photograph great because this pattern's very subtle. So I just need to model it outside in the sunlight. Boom. I think price to moves. I think I put it at $35. One of my mistakes. I bought a vintage amazing Lands nightgown. I'll flash a picture. New with tags. It was amazing. They sell from anywhere between, people have them listed $35 to $75, but those weren't new with tags. This one was new with tags. I think I could get probably around $45 to $55 for it. It had stains. I even looked it over. Man, I was just because it's new with tags does not mean it's not stained or holes. I checked the armpits, but it was a lot of fabric. It was like a maxi thing. I'm so sad though. I could try to sell it stained. I tried to get the stain out. It lightened a little bit, but not enough. And I don't know. I just redonated it because I have suitcase issues. But I was sad. This is a vintage buffalo plaid. This is a Melton. So not like, you know, a lot of brands made these. Woolridge, Pendleton, all of them. But this is Melton, which is a collectible brand. Buffalo plaid. The thing is these are amazing. These were super popular for a time. But they're just so saturated. There are just so many vintage wool buffalo plaid shirts. So the comps range from like, I mean, some people have these for like $450, $200. I'm not going to get that. I don't have that kind of clientele, but the average comp price was around $35. I have it listed for $29 just because I'm trying to sell it before I leave. But if it doesn't sell by the time I leave, I'll probably raise the price a little bit. But these always sit for me. I've had amazing ones. I mean, I've sold these, I was looking anywhere from like 25 to 45. But like I said, they're just kind of saturated. People know about them now. There's so many cool wool. And they also started making these. I hate the word shacket. I just said the word shacket, but I will not use it. That's what some people call these. Shirt, jacket, shacket. I don't like it. Anyway, it's probably a men's medium, women's large. Anyway, quality piece. And then I also bought 2 pieces of jewelry that I was very excited about. This is at the new thrift store, Liberty it was called, in Northeast Philly. And it was like, I don't always check the jewelry counters because I just find it annoying to have to get people to like get something out. And if it's behind a counter, sometimes it's expensive, although really it's not always that expensive. Anyway, I found a really cool Brutalist sterling silver ring for $15, which I probably would have listed for around $50 to $60. It's probably a size 8. And then these 14 karat gold cat earrings, 14 karat gold in Croats, because I got home. They weren't 14 karat gold. I was rushing. They had them listed. They only had them for $10. They were definitely brass or bronze, and they were just on like a earring card that said $14. They were on an earring card that said 14 karat gold. I should have known. They had some other jewelry. I might go back because now I have a $5 coupon. For every $50 you spend, you get $5 off. So they had this really cool fire opal earrings that I might go back and buy. We'll see if I have time. I don't have a lot of time. The last thing, okay, there's also this sweater, which I believe was $7.99, but it was 35% off. They have like a color tag system. So this is just a classic 70s sweater. There's a couple very, very light stains, which I think will come out in the wash, and one little hole. And there's an added button. I don't know if this was a mistake or not, but I still think it was so cool. I wish it was in better condition, but once I get the stains out, anyway, just a cool sweater, and it was women's large. That is my thrift haul. Follow me online. We got Etsy, we got Poshmark, we got eBay, we got Mercari, and Instagram, Carrie Swiftopia. Thanks for watching. Bye.